Hey guys, so today it is Vault Day. So everyone has probably gotten their vaults. A lot of you have probably reached level 10 in the vault since a lot of you have been playing a lot and been enjoying the game. And I wanted to make another expedition video for you guys so you guys can get as much XP as you can. Because remember, the trials and expeditions are the ones that give you the most XP, because every trial can give you up to 2000 XP alone. If you get 7 wins, you get 1000 XP, so that's pretty good. So I wanted to go over how to make a good deck, how to make sure that you make the best possible what's it called the best possible trial deck. So one thing you've always got to go look for is curve. You see these over here. You want to make sure that you've got a decent amount of 1 drops, a good amount of 2 drops, and a really good amount of 3 drops. And then you want some 4 drops, some 5 drops. Like, look at it like this. Like, you've got some 1 drops, a bit more 2 drops, a lot more 3 drops, a bit less 4 drops, a bit less 5 drops, and then you've got a few 6 and 7 drops. Because you don't want to pull in so much early. Because in this game mode, the most important thing is controlling the board and being able to survive till you get your desired thing. So you're going to start off every single draft with a champion pick. In this case, we have Zed, Garen, and Hecarim. And this also makes you choose a region. You've got Ionia, Demacia, and Shadow Isles. This means that if we choose Ionia, we're gonna have Ionian cards here, and after that we're gonna synergize with Ionia and this kind of deck. Which, by the way, this is looking pretty good. Hecarim's also pretty good. He's got Iron Harbinger, getting +1 for each ephemeral ally. That's pretty good, and Onslaught of Shadows. So this is also looking pretty good. If you pair this with a few sharks, I imagine this deck being pretty strong. Actually, honestly, this and this sounds really good. Over on the end with swarms of ephemeral units. So yeah, see, up here, it shows you kind of like what you're gonna get picked. See, Ionia and Shadow Isles. Now then, Shadow Isles, remember that it has a lot of crowd control and board clears. So Shadow Isles is actually really good because we might get Ruination, we might get Black Spear, we might get cards like that, so it's really good. Ionia is really good too because you got spells like Deny and Twin Disciples and Will of Ionia, but this kind of gives me a mixture of both, and I'm actually kind of liking this. So I'm gonna go with this for now. Now then, this is a bit risky. I would usually go for a Garen, but I don't like Mobilize and War Chiefs in this case. So yeah. Now then, I don't want the Heimerdinger here because he's spell reliant. Karma, that's very late game, it's hard to get there. Heal an ally, these cards ain't that good. This is a really good late game card. Tryndamere is really strong late game. He might win the game alone. A Frozen Hard Guard, it buffs up every single card in your deck. And Take Heart also gives all your allies +3/+3. So I'm actually gonna go with this, even though they don't have much ephemeral units this way. So you see, now we have our 2 colors. We have Shadow Isles and Freljord. So those are going to be our 2 main colors, but we can have a third color in this game mode. Unlike normal games, you can have 3 colors or 3 regions in this game mode. So we've got Phantom Prankster and Steer. You can find supported ally +2 and Ephemeral. This card ain't bad, but you'd preferably want smaller units or units that will die and give you a buff. That would make them a lot better. This one, you also want small units to die. This card ain't bad. This card's good for turning actually. And it's got Regenerate. I don't like this hand at all. So this is the best one we got. All 3 of these are pretty bad, but I think this is the best we can go for. Okay, Haunted Relic, that's pretty good. Now, let me actually... You've attacked with 6+ ephemeral allies. Okay, so this basically sets up Hecarim quite a bit because it gives me 5 ephemeral units. This is pretty good, but Bull Elnuk does nothing. Summon each Elnuk in top. We don't have any Elnuk synergy. Right? Yeah, no we don't. And Grimfang is pretty strong, but we want him to have Frostbite. So this is honestly the best choice we have. Also keep in mind down here, you want to have a good mixture of units and spells. Take Heart, that's pretty good. Card is okay. So this might cost for each ally that died this game. Now that we're gonna have quite a bit of ephemeral allies, so we're gonna have quite a few cards that die. So that we might have to consider. But Take Heart and Scar Maiden actually. Because Take Heart can be used on Scar Maiden. So that's pretty good. I don't like this that much. Even though we do need a bit more 2-drops. And we do have a number of spells. This is a hard choice because all three of these are pretty decent. But I don't have self-damaging cards, so it kind of be at his mercy. And this 2-2 is pretty decent because at the moment we have no 2-2 minions. This ain't really a good card. I kind of want to go for this because Take Heart can actually do some work. But now I know that I want to focus on lower drops. And bam, wow. Both of these are ephemeral. That's really strong. This is a really strong card. Summons copy of an ally, it's ephemeral and a 1/1. And the Ancient Crocodile. To play me, kill 2 units. Okay, wow. So, Splinter Soul, what can we use this on at the moment? What can we use this on? You preferably want to use this on a card which has an effect. What cards do we have that have an effect though? If I would die, I level up instead. Summon exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral and the 1/1. This might work with Tryndamere actually. Because yeah, it works with Runeterra pretty well. Wow, oh my god, we'll get this off. I kind of want to take this card. This is the good thing about this. Like, you probably wouldn't think of this, like, naturally. Honestly. So, this is a good thing to try out new things in expeditions and just have fun at the same time. Back to back is really strong, though. This is also pretty good. Grant an ally +3/+3 and ephemeral. Imagine giving that to an already ephemeral ally. Wow. But Unleashed Spirits, aren't they 1/1s? Yeah, they're 1/1s. So it's not amazing. Kind of want to go for this. Yeah, gonna go with that. Oh, so when you summon an ephemeral ally, granted, okay, this is really good. Synergizes really well. Warden Spray, less breath, and Grasp of the Undying. See, as good as these two cards are, I really want this. Because this gives me a 1-drop, which I want. It draws me a card, which we have no card draw on this deck. And it also gives me removal and healing. So this is really good. Shadow does Rekindler, revive strongest ally champion. This is really good as well because we don't have that many champions in this deck. And you won't have a few champions till later on the game. This is very late game. It's too much. Grasp of the Undying is good. Damn. So it's in between these two cards. But I think I'm going to go with this. Because if we get Hecarim and then Rekindler him, that's really good. And both of our champions are really strong. We've got a 6-drop and an 8-drop. Like Hecarim and Tryndamere. So yeah, we're gonna go with this one. Iron Harbinger and Soul Shepherd. This is really good. Alpha Wildclaw gives me a stronger late game, but this gives me a stronger early game. Mistrate is pretty bad, honestly. But the rest of the Undying is good, but I'm just gonna go with this. Ancient Yeti. Oh. Yeah, see Wild Pig, so this is something weird. I like this again, guys, because I get to keep reviving my champion. And there's also a pretty good 2-drop. Because this is the thing that you want to look out for. Like, this has less breath. So I can actually use Splinter Soul on it. And I can also feed it to the crocodile. So yeah, I'm going to go with this. Rekindler again. Oh my god. Soul Shepherd. Grant my support ally ephemeral. Wow, these are both really good. But I really want to go with this. At the moment, this deck is shaping up to have a pretty weak early game, but a decent mid game and a pretty strong late game. Figure Falcon and a ephemeral copy of it in hand. It's not bad. Raven's Butcher, Warden Spray, Entreat, and They Who Endure. Huh! I actually didn't think of this. But we need an early game, that's the thing. Raven's Butcher and Warden Spray, huh? I think I'd rather have Fading Memories. Because if I have Fading Memories, Warden Spray, Cursed Keeper, or anyone else which is pretty strong. I can even do this on... No, it can't happen on Tryndamere, but this is pretty strong. I think I'd rather have this. Spectral Maiden. Pick an ally in hand, summon an exact copy of it. It's ephemeral. Wow. I can do this on what's his name? On Tryndamere. Ancient Crocodile, Chronicle of Ruin, the same bad as well. This is pretty strong. I think this is the best one. Again, we're gonna have a very, very strong late game, but we're gonna have pretty weak. Actually, just 4-drops. We're just missing a lot of 4-drops. Ancient Crocodile, Warden Spray, Vengeance. Yeah, you've gotta have Vengeance. Yeah, this card alone is like worth the pack. Because you're gonna find a card, like for example Might Tryndamere, and you're not gonna be able to deal with him. And if you don't kill him, he's just gonna win the enemy guy his game. So yeah, we're gonna pick that. Haunted Relic, Splinter Soul for... Oh, Black Spear for Onslaught of Shadows. Ooh, that's really good. We've got 2 Onslaught of Shadows. Yeah, I want this. Black Spear is a really strong card. Yeah, that's the deck I'm gonna go with, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not the best deck I've ever made for Expeditions. But that is basically my reasoning around how I would go about building an Expeditions deck. And those are the tips I would give. So I'm gonna play a few games now with the deck now, and I'll show you guys the results in the next episodes. So guys, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe, guys. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could help me grow the channel. Have a good day, guys. See ya. Peace.